Picture this. We're in what is now Arctic Alaska, 70 million years ago. A vibrant, sun-drenched forest of lush ferns and massive conifers blankets the landscape. A herd of duck-billed Edmontosaurus forages peacefully, their calls echoing through the trees. This is the late Cretaceous, a world that was, on average, much warmer than our own. At the very top of the globe, vast temperate forests stood where today there is only ice. Life here looks like paradise, an endless summer of plenty, all under a sun that never ever sets. But this paradise has a clock. For the creatures living at the top of the world, the sun is a temporary guest. And when it leaves, it plunges their world into a darkness and cold that few can survive. This is the story of 1 year in their life, a relentless cycle of feast and famine, light and darkness, in the seasonal worlds of the Cretaceous. For about 3 months, the Arctic forest is a scene of explosive growth. Bathed in 24-hour sunlight, the plants, conifers, ferns, and early flowers grow at a furious pace. For the great herds of herbivores, it's a non-stop buffet. A family of horned Pachyrhinosaurus strips ferns, while the towering Edmontosaurus use their incredible dental batteries to grind down even the toughest plants. Young dinosaurs, hatched only months before, are growing as fast as they can, taking full advantage of the endless food. It's a race against time to pack on the fat and muscle they will desperately need for the trial to come. Even the predators, like the feathered Tyrannosaur Nanuqsaurus, are reaping the rewards. With prey everywhere and perpetual daylight, hunting is easy. The whole world is a noisy, bustling celebration of life. But even at summer's peak, something is changing. The sun, which once circled high above, is now tracing a lower, lazier arc across the sky. The first warning has been served. As autumn arrives, the world is transformed. The sun finally dips below the horizon, and the days begin to shrink with startling speed. The brilliant green of summer fades to brown and gold as ferns and flowering plants die back. The clock is ticking. So, what did these giants do? For decades, scientists figured they just left, making thousand-mile treks south to escape the dark. But recent discoveries tell a completely different and frankly, more amazing story. Fossil evidence, from the teeth of tiny hatchlings to the massive bones of adults, proves that most of these dinosaurs weren't visitors, they were year-round residents. They were built to endure, not to escape. Instead of a great migration, autumn is a time of frantic preparation. The herds switch up their diet, moving from soft leaves to tougher options like bark, twigs, and hardy conifers. Every calorie counts. The fading light makes finding food harder, and a new tension settles over the forest. The predators know this is their last chance for an easy meal before the darkness hides everything. The world gets quieter, colder, and darker as it braces for what's coming. Then, the polar winter descends. For 4 months, the sun will not rise. While the Cretaceous was warmer overall, temperatures in the Arctic would still plummet, bringing freezing conditions and snow. But the greatest challenge wasn't just the cold. It was the deep, unrelenting darkness. The forest becomes a silent black and white world. The great Edmontosaurus herds may have huddled together for warmth, their breath hanging in the frigid air. Survival now depends on what they can find in the gloom, stripping bark from trees and digging through snow for any buried plants. Their own bodies would help, slowing their growth dramatically to conserve precious energy when food was almost gone. This is a world for specialists. The raptor like Truden, which was much rarer in the south, thrives here. Its enormous eyes gave it a huge advantage, allowing it to hunt small mammals and other prey in near total darkness. And the Nanuqsaurus, smaller and more efficient than its southern cousins, was a masterful polar hunter. Its coat of insulating feathers, like its own prehistoric parka, provided crucial warmth as it stalked weakened boars through the shadows. Every single day was a battle against starvation and cold, a silent test of endurance in the long night. Finally, after months of darkness, a sliver of light appears on the horizon. Spring has returned. The snows melt, and the dormant forests practically explode back to life. The survivors, lean and weathered, emerge from the brutal winter. the herds can feast again, rebuilding their strength and welcoming a new generation, born into a world of renewed abundance. Incredible cycle starts all over again. Life in the Cretaceous Arctic wasn't just a fight against predators. It was an epic, year-long war against the elements themselves. From the endless light of summer to the profound dark of winter, these animals proved that survival meant adapting in ways we're only just beginning to appreciate. What adaptation of these polar dinosaurs do you find most incredible? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want to explore more stories from our planet's deep past, make sure you subscribe.